innovator. So we brought this webinar for AI, you know, to learn AI and all. So now we'll be having two seasoned speakers, like I said. We have the topics vibe coding. Please, can you mute your mic, Mr. Inamani, please? Can you mute your mic? Please, can we mute our mic so that there won't be any obstruction of any kind? All right, moving on. We have I'm very sure some people joined here last for the last session, and I can say I joined too, and I can say it was very great, and it was really educating. So now that we have the two topics for today, we have vibe coding and we have best practices for AI product management, right? Now for vibe coding, we have a seasoned speaker, a professional and a seasoned speaker, and his name is Michael Oluwasegun Kayode. Michael Oluwasegun Kayode is a product manager who takes ideas from conception to execution by integrating AI into the product development process. He has delivered prototypes and solutions that customers truly value, enabling things to be more faster and with greater clarity. At DST, he is building AI products and solutions with global reach. Beyond product development, he also excels in the strategic oversight and execution of programs that drive real impact and is committed to helping teams see innovation not as a buzzword, but as a practice path to results. Can I get reactions, please? Because we cannot just bring a speaker and everywhere will be dry. Can I get reactions? Yes, thank you, Manuel. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you. So can we have Michael now? Michael, are you here wherever you are? Can you like unmute and introduce yourself and take us away? Yes.
Good morning, Mary
Good morning.
Favor. Thank you very much. All right, the love and light is like a lot, right? Thank you so much, everyone. I'm excited to be here, and I'm really grateful to. Okay, Ruben, thank you very much. This love is choking. All right, thank you so much. So, yeah, just like Mary Favor has already explained earlier on, I represent Decision Spark Technologies as a product innovation manager. Right now, because of the limited time we have, I would just, I need to manage my time because we have, I think, just about an hour. Right. So firstly, I just want to speak to us briefly on the basics. Right. Before we start talking about vibe coding in product management, it's very important that you, or using AI per se, it's very important that you understand prompt engineering. Right now, because this conversation is not on prompt engineering, I won't be able to do much in that regard, or speak much in that regard, sorry. But I'll just touch a little here and there. Right now, prompt engineering basically is how you. All right, thank you very much. So prompt engineering basically is how you instruct AI on what you need it to do. Right now, many times, because I can go ahead to just explain to you directly on what on what vibe coding is or how you can vibe code with AI. Right, but the truth is you would most likely, or you a lot. Now, I started vibe coding with Lovable AI. I'm going to be sharing my screen very shortly, but I just want to give this background information. Right. So with Lovable AI, I'm going to use that because other platforms I can use, right, we will not be able to explore them, right? But one that is very easy for you to navigate is Lovable AI right now. And then using the free version, right, which I mean for practice, I would also encourage that as you start with that, you would realize that you have just about 5 credits daily. I don't know if maybe there's a new adjustment to that, which means that anything you're doing, um, you have to manage your credits. I don't know if that makes any sense, right? You literally have to manage every bit of that credit. Sorry, I'm trying to also connect on my laptop. So it's loading a little bit slow, but just bear with me, please. All right. So, as I was trying to say earlier on, because of the limited credits you have, you need to be able to. Now, it's not even just about credits, because many times people think that, oh, it's because of managing credits, but the idea is not credit management per se, is for AI to do what you need it to do. And that's why you find that many persons are frustrated and they feel like, this whole thing is just it's just a wash because it's not really giving me what I want. Now, the way AI works is if you are not clear and succinct on your instructions, it won't deliver what you want, right? Which means that if you're asking AI to build an application for me that does this, it will literally give you an application that does whatever it thinks, right? Because it does not think like an human. You have to inform it, you have to give it information to do what you need it to do. All right, and that's where prompt engineering comes in, and that's why I started by saying prompt engineering is the basics of this particular program or this particular section of our course. You need to understand, okay, what do I need to do? And that's why I'm going to show you more like a shortcut to which I use, which helps me to get my work done really fast. I employ other platforms, right? And one that is very free, OpenAI, is ChatGPT, which means that, take for instance, even when it's still a concept in your mind, because the good thing that this helps with is that many times you can have clients that, oh, I want to do something that does that, and it's looking like they don't really. I mean, you would agree with me that you have many clients like that, but they don't really have the picture of what it is, but they want to just work on something, get back to them, and they're able to point to you that, okay, yeah, this is what I'm talking about, or make an adjustment here. So how do you, oh my God, I'm really facing some challenges with light, so please bear with me, okay? So I may have to just use my mobile device for that. So I was trying to explain earlier on that how do you show a prototype of what you are doing to them? I use AI to do that. All right. So to make today's class more interactive or session interactive, I'm going to ask us to, in the comment section, suggest something that we can do. All right. I'm going to be sharing my screen now. All right. So please bear with me. Like I said, I have to make use of what I have. Right. I've also been working like since morning, and I was really hoping that how to restore. So please bear with me. So before I share my screen, let's just go to the comment section. I would like us to make some suggestions on maybe a feature or an app, because you can actually just build a feature and then integrate it, basically because you have the code, right? You can always link it to your GitHub, and then from there you copy the code, to your maybe the other branch, the main branch, and okay, waste management app. All right, so can you just explain a little bit about the app, because so that it's not just vague. Waste management, what do you want it to do? And thank you for the engagement, um, Ruben. And more suggestions, okay, please feel free. Like I said, we have very limited time. I'd really love, because the idea is if you can get prompt engineering right, you can be able to get every other thing right, right? Because there are many AI platforms that you can build with, right? But then many people go there and then they're frustrated. They don't know what they needed to do, right? So Ruben suggested a waste management app, right? I'm hoping you could have like one or two suggestions, right? Okay, to schedule waste pickup. All right. So I was sharing earlier on that one thing I do that helps with helping me know how to, tell Lovable what I needed to do is I ask AI to write the prompt for me for Lovable AI. So I'm going to copy, let me see if I can be able to copy what's the message session now. Waste management app. Sorry, please. So you know what? Let me just share my screen, right? Would flow together. Um, please do let me know. You can just leave a reaction if you can see my screen so that I can proceed. If not, please let me know if you can see yet.
No, we can't see your screen yet.
And I do hope that I'm not boring you. Sorry. Okay, I'm not getting a feedback yet.
No, we can't see your screen.
Okay. So let me just use this thing. Chat. Share. Okay. So once again, I do apologize for having to use my phone. All right. So let's just use ChatGPT. Right now, your question would be, why am I coming to ChatGPT? Is just ChatGPT building the app for me? Now, I mean, the people that use ChatGPT to build apps and the likes, but I mean, the last testimony I got was not really good. And besides, if you're using the free version, you would not expect to have. I mean, that's not what exactly it's built for. So he mentioned a waste management app, right? That schedules pickup, right? That schedules pickup. And what other thing did you mention, Ruben? I'm trying not to move across too many screens. So that
makes payment and track pickup.
makes payment. Okay, schedules and tracks pick up. Okay, tracks pick up and makes payments. Right. So now, what am I asking ChatGPT? Because very important. So I'm asking it to, write a prompt. So I'll just write it in here now. Write a prompt for building an app on Lovable AI. All right. So I'm going to tell you that below is the product. Now you may have your product concept documents, right? But let's just, because this is not really, a proper document already that we have, or just more like editing together. So below is the product idea, a waste management app that schedules and tracks pickup and makes payments. Now it's very important that you also add details. Remember, I was saying that the reason you need to understand prompt engineering. Now there are courses on that. Maybe our hosts or the other speaker could say something more about that, where you can actually take that course, right? On I think, is it Vertical now? Vertical, right? You can take the course there and you can be able to access it, because if you understand prompt engineering, you can be able to do anything you need to do. You may have realized that I've mentioned prompt engineering like a lot of times over this call, because if you don't understand that, you will not get what you need it to do, right? So as a designer, as a product manager, this will help you a lot. So now we don't have a brand guide. Let's say you are working with the colors of sustainability, green, and say blue are the brand colors, and now that if you're actually doing a paper stuff, there are different shades of blue, right? But let's just leave it that way. We want it to be very interactive. What else do we need it to do? No need for, okay, maybe there may be a need for collecting, what's it called now? Ensure that there is a form field for collecting user data. Sorry, collecting user data, name, house address, and we will need a phone number, right? But let's just keep it at this. So now we've been able to send the prompt or what we needed to do. Now, someone could have easily have picked this and just go straight to Lovable AI and ask. Lovable AI will be lost. It will be confused. If you come on ChatGPT now, you don't have a limited prompt here. You can do a lot. Now look at this now. Say prompt Lovable and prompts for Lovable AI build a waste management app. That has already broken it down for you. The core features, the dashboard, the scheduling system, payment integration, notification. Now you may feel like, oh, I want to make some adjustments. I don't like this. I don't like that. I want to correct this. I want to correct that. That's why you have ChatGPT. So you can do all of your rough work here. All right, basically. Right now, because that's not what we are really after. The goal is to take this from here to now, because I'm using my phone. The experience is not really good, but please bear with me, right? You can be able to do all of this on your laptop, all right? So user can pay via, all right, and then notifications, all right, design guideline. Okay, so let's just keep it at this, all right? So basically, we're just trying to do something simple here. So please bear once again. All right, so now let's go to Lovable AI. Lovable. So if you don't have an account, it's very easy for you to create. Now we have both. You will see that there's some projects I've done here previously, and you can always have that even as part of your portfolio, websites, landing pages, and prototypes. So I'm here at Lovable AI now, and I've come with the exact prompt, at least something close to what I need it to do, right? You don't need to have this prompts for the AI anymore. All right, so basically I've come with what I needed to do and I'm sending it directly to the app to work on it. All right, so this is my first time using a phone to do this, so but let's look around it. We're all learning in the process. All right, so it's thinking now. Basically, I think I've been able to highlight about 2 to 3 things at the course of this conversation. Number one, it's very important that you understand prompt engineering, because that helps you to tell the AI what you need it to pick up. You see, we didn't even give it a name. We give it a name, Echo Pickup. All right. So you need to, for instance, have the details. Now, this is a different thing. We're just ideating here and brainstorming and just trying things out. Now, in a real life scenario, you would not be doing this. Why? Because you have what you need. You know what the customer or the client has told you to do. They're giving you their brand colors. They've told you this is what I need you to do. These are the things I need you to do. Right. So you have to be very careful to ensure that you are building in line with what you're building in line with what they've asked you to build on. All right. So that's one. Number two is, if you're using a paid version of Lovable, even if you're using a paid version of Lovable, right? No company wants to waste resources, right? If they know that you can be able to give it, the accurate prompt and it does what it's supposed to. For every prompt, that's already money that is going ahead, right? So even in terms of wasting, then I've also mentioned how that it gives you exactly what you need it to do. Then I mentioned how you can employ the use of ChatGPT to help in refining your prompt. Ordinarily, I would not have done all of these things by myself. I mean, I'm not a product designer. I'm a product manager, right? So my designer will have done all of these things, right? But then I can actually buy a lot of time. I've had a lot of instances like that, having meetings and I need to meet up with the client the next day and I can't be able to get all the things together before tomorrow. And I've been able to use this to actually get a prototype of my product and I show to them and they're like, oh, this looks like what we are talking about. All right, now this takes a few minutes for it to process. I mean, you're literally building an application, right? So maybe favor, please, you can let me know when my time is, say, 3 minutes, or if my time is already up. All right, so that we don't get to, if I need to maybe leave and come back, you can just let me know, please. All right. Mary Favor, if you can.
Sorry, it's almost half. We have like 2 minutes more.
All right. Let me view this now. 10 edits made. Design system. What's next? Okay. So let's preview, because this is a little. I might share this link to Emmanuel, so he can be able to share on his screen, right? Because of the experience, the mobile experience. All right. Smart waste management made easy. Get started. Easy scheduling, smart reminders, schedule payment. Let me see if I can make this desktop sites. Okay. Even if it's not really looking like what I wanted to do, but let's just, please bear with me.
Yeah, you can push.
All right.
You can push and send me the link, so I can use my laptop to.
You can share from your phone, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Just trying to. Just give me a minute, please, or a second. Right, so yeah, just about what you mentioned now. Now that's a very beautiful thing about building with this, which means that, for instance, if you want to continue your work on a different maybe workspace or email, right, or you need someone else to pick up the work, you need to get something done, you can basically just publish here and share the link with them. Right now, as a product manager, you are expected to have a GitHub account, right? So this is where you connect your GitHub. Oh, sorry, mobile is very, very. My hand is touching, I think, things that I shouldn't really touch. But I think let me just send the link to you so that we have a better experience. All right, so all right. So Emmanuel is going to help with projecting it at his end there. Right. So I would allow questions from there. So when you go through it, you have questions. So Emmanuel, I've sent it to your DM. You can kindly share with us. Definitely, you won't have all the codes that have been used before. It's not like you are picking it up from where it currently is, right? So, Imano, please let me know if
or you can just drop it in the
um, just lower by the right bottom, you see edit with Lovable, right? So once you click on that, you can be able to actually, I think I would even, thank you very much for putting the cursor there. So once you click on that, you can also be able to continue the work. So we can just go through the app basically. Emmanuel, let's try to just demo. So let's see if it looks like what Ruben wants. And if Ruben is not what I want, right? We'll just show how you can also chat and inform it to make maybe a correction on adjustments, right? So that's basically, I mean, we've basically been able to cover the major part of this. I mean, 15 minutes is really a short time. Okay, you can be able to create an account. This is the dashboard. Welcome back, Emmanuel. Household waste, recyclable waste, bulk item, upcoming pickup, household waste, scheduled. All right. So three things in the dashboard here. We have schedule, we have payments, we have support. All right. Ruben, I think you should actually engage because this is your product, right? Is Ruben there? So if you have questions, yes. So maybe, I mean, you're the product owner, so you feel like, oh, could the colors be this? Could this be changed? Can I integrate my Google Calendar to it? All of those things you probably have as questions you can interface. So we're going to send the link to this so that you also can pick it up. I'm going to send this on the chat now. So you also can pick it up and you can decide to element, which is that just in case you feel like, oh, maybe you need maybe clarity on the block number or the other, you can reach out to me because I know this I had about an hour plus, right? So but doing this in 15 minutes is like a lot, and it would be unfair for me to just show you vibe coding without showing you prompt engineering. Right, you will just realize that you're not getting it, and it's because you don't understand that the basics of everything comes from understanding how to, ask AI to do the things it ought to do. All right. So yeah, that'll be all from me. I'll just maybe take any questions so that we can proceed with the other part of the webinar. Thank you very much, Mary Favor. Thank you, Emmanuel. And thank you, Ruben, for engaging.
Thank you so much, Michael. That was really, really insightful and impactful. Can we get reactions? Did you enjoy that session? Because I did, and I jotted some things down. Who knows? Am I going to that field very soon? So yes, thank you very much for your reaction. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, Ruben. So we all know that I noticed that Michael was more key on prompt engineering. He said if you don't have basic knowledge on prompt engineering, then you might not be able to really go far in what he has just taught us. And that is why we at Decision Spark Technologies, we have a course for that. It is called Artificial Intelligence Prompt Engineering Course for Beginners. I myself, I have taken the course even though I'm not really in that part. So if you're looking to either transition or just begin, you can take this course. It is available on Vertical. I'll be dropping the link in the info messages. You can just, copy and paste in your browser and you are good to go, right? It is a course that is very, very simplified because I took it and I think I was done in a day. Yes, it was that easy. There are videos, basic explanations for things, you're just learning about. These are basic things, but when you actually learn about them, you get to know more. So yes, thank you very much, Michael, for that wonderful session. Thank you everyone that participated. I'll be expecting more participation from us. I don't like that everywhere is dry, right? This is a learning environment. All right, someone is raising up his hand. Ege Israel, do you have a question or you can mute your mic if you want to speak? Ege Israel, your hand is raised. Do you have a question? All right, I think maybe you'll get back to us or something. So yes, let's have our next speaker. Our next speaker is also a seasoned speaker, right? He's going to be taking us best practices on AI product management. And our next speaker is Obidi Emmanuel. Obidi Emmanuel is a passionate product manager and an AI enthusiast who is doing an amazing work at the intersection of technology and human potential. I love my company so much. That's why I'm making mistake and just calling Teachers Park Technologies everywhere. Right. Emmanuel has been behind innovative AI products like Dawn, a product which uses artificial intelligence to refine and grade CVs, even generate personalized cover letters, and Fundamental, a smart platform that connects startup founders to right investors using AI matching systems. Wow, that's a lot. It is all about making AI practical, ethical, and truly human-centered, designs turning complex technology into simple, impactful experiences. So I am very sure you're about to experience another, impactful teaching from our professional and our seasoned speaker. Emmanuel Obidi, you have the floor. Kindly take us away into the learning.
All right, all that for me. Very favor, well done. Please, can you hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
All right, thank you very
Yes, I
much.
can hear you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Michael, for putting us through what vibe coding actually is and how we can leverage on it to build our product. I'll just go ahead to share my screen so that in the next few minutes, I will just tell us what best practices we should put in place while building AI product. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for joining. Without wasting much of your time, I'll just go in straight. Now, we have been talking about artificial intelligence. We have been talking about prompt guiding. We have been talking about vibe coding, how to build products without, writing codes and every other thing. Yes, we have attained or achieved all this knowledge, but then if you just put out codes, put out a product built with AI just like that, without some fundamental consideration, people would actually not feel what you're building, and that's why it's very important we know how to build artificial intelligence products with some of these best practices that we'll just quickly look into. So before we go into the best practices, let's talk about generative AI, which is one of the core fundamentals why building products. Generative AI, yeah, is a type of AI that creates new things, creates new content, creates new text, creates new videos, new codes. Basically, whatever you're generating from artificial intelligence model is known as generative AI. And the lovable which Michael has just taken us through has given us that interface on how to interact with you know generative AI. And then your ChatGPT also, your Google Gemini, and whatever tool that helps you generate new content from artificial intelligence, and that's what generative AI is. And when you are dealing with generative AI, we have to take note of the AI model behaviors, which we have the deterministic and non-deterministic behavior. So the deterministic behavior uh, is a type of AI model where the outputs are predictable. For instance, your Google Docs. If you should type A on your Google Docs, what you would see on your screen is what? A. On your calculator, if you should write 2 plus 2, what are you expecting? 4, right? So those types of artificial intelligence, they are deterministic in the sense that you are expecting a particular result. You know what you are expecting. And we have the other type, which is non-deterministic model, which injects a bit of randomness in responses that are being gotten from artificial intelligence. Example is your ChatGPT. For instance, now if you should go on your ChatGPT and say, okay, what is vibe coding? If, for instance, Michael should on his ChatGPT should write what is vibe coding. Then Esosa should also go to his own ChatGPT and write what is vibe coding. Definitely they will have different results. Their outputs are not expected. So that's why it is labeled as non-deterministic, because you really don't know the response that you will get from the prompt that you are prompting. And another example is your YouTube AI music. For instance, if you should play a Davido song and the next song, you don't know the next song that it will pull up. It's going to use the kind of genre that the first song that you play to generate other kind of music that will follow. You are not expecting what these songs will be. And also your Spotify smart shuffling and all of that. Those are not deterministic because you are not expecting. You don't know what those the results will be. So that's why it's not deterministic. And it's very, very important we understand this model, because this same prompt that Michael, the person who took us on vibe coding, if he should put that prompt again on Lovable, it's going to generate a different result. It's going to generate a different content. And as such, we have to know some of the best practices to put in place, so that once these things are happening, we ensure that the products that we are building, or the website that we are creating, or the app that we are creating, they meet a particular standard, so that people can always engage. And like I said, managing the AI product means applying structured practices from the start. Once you start building, once okay, I want to start building, I want to build this product with AI, I want to build this application, this website. So it starts from the ideation stage. You just try to put in these best practices. Okay, now that I'm trying to do this is what I should put in place, this is what I should put in place, and this is what I should put in place, so that the products that you want to build would have value to users. And one of the best practices is guided onboarding, which means simply just to educate users through tutorials, the product that you're about to use, how is it going to fare for them? Like, how can they get value from this product? Yes, we built a waste management application. Now, if you want to do a guided onboarding, how will users know where to schedule their waste management appointment or something like that? How would users know it's your job as the developer to show these people that, okay, this is how to use my application from start to finish, so that you can get value. Because once I come into your application and I'm not receiving value and I'm not seeing value, definitely I will leave. If I don't know how to navigate from point A to point B, definitely I will leave. So it's very important. And I will show you an example of what it is to include onboarded guided onboarding to your product. And this is Call. Call is an AI tool, just like your PowerPoint. This is just an AI version of it that can do that. And how did they actually impute this guided onboarding to their users? If you click here, you see watch a video. So this video just,
what if you could turn scattered product data into impactful customer conversation and your customers' goals? Coral is an AI-powered.
So this video simply is telling you that, okay, this is how you will get value from a product. So it can be through videos like this, it can be through tutorials, guided tours, or whatever thing that will be very, very impactful to users. And the second one is guided prompting. Now we have been talking about prompting. And like we all say, prompts are ways you speak to your LLM. You understand? Now, if you are building a product that requires users to impute a prompt, how would they know what to prompt? How would they know the questions to ask your model? How would they know, okay, this is what this thing is being used for? For instance, if your model is all about waste management, for instance, now in this waste management application that we just built, and you have a chatbot there, you have to let your user know that, okay, this is what to prompt this chatbot. If not, you will see somebody coming to ask, okay, between Davido and Wizkid, who is better? And your model will tell them, oh, I don't know what you're saying. And why? Because you didn't tell them, okay, this is what, or this is how to prompt this system. And I'll quickly show you an example, because working with time now. This is Decision Spark technology, and this is Spark Chart. By the way, we built this Spark Chart at Decision Spark Technologies. Yeah, and from here, say Spark greetings. You can ask me about our services at Decision Spark Technologies, the new Nigeria Tax Act. And by the way, we need to know about this Tax Act that will be implemented next year. Then our national AI strategies of the countries of the world. Okay, so this is guided prompting. This is now telling you that okay, this is what I can do. So if you now start asking Davido, this is an OBO fan here. Sorry, I like OBO. That's why I'm using his. So let's just quickly wait for its see I can only answer a question related to this and that. You understand? So if you're building an application, for instance, now they didn't tell me here at first, like there was no guided prompt here. You understand? So I will feel these guys don't know what they are doing, and I will leave. So once you are building a product with artificial intelligence, you need to put this in place also. And another example of guided prompt is okay. I think we all know about sorry. All right. Now, if you look at, so I hope okay. All right. So let me just quickly rush because I'm seeing 8 minutes already. Let me just quickly rush it out. Now, look at create an image for a magazine cover of cute, animals. These are just ways to tell you that okay, this is how you prompt this system. This is how you prompt me. You understand? So once you are building any product with artificial intelligence, you need to have this at the back of your mind. Trust and verify. The third one, trust and verify. You need to build transparency by showing how AI generates and reference their data sources. Again. Now at Dawn, by the way, Dawn is a tool that we built and I led the building of our product. Dawn is a tool that helps you refine your CV. Dawn is a tool that Mary Favor, are you there? Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can. The time is fast spent.
Yeah, I'm almost done. Yeah, so by the way, Dawn is a tool that can help you refine your CV, generate cover letter for your CV, and help you grade your CV according to the ATS standard, which is application tracking system. So how do we apply this trust and verify in Dawn? Is by telling our users that okay, this CV that you are refining, this cover letter that you are generating, this CV that you are trying to grade, this is done according to ATS standard, and ATS standard is the world standard for that govern this process for CV applications and all of that. Yeah, so we told them that this is what we do here, with Dawn and all of that. And also one ways also that Google did their trust and verify process was to tell you that okay, for instance, if you search what is vibe coding, they give you vibe coding. Then if you look at this place, they're giving you links. Okay, I'm not just spitting from what I know. This is where I got an inspiration from. You understand? So you can now verify whatever I have said. So these things are important once building your product. And the other one is fail gracefully, which is you have to plan for your sometimes AI model, no matter how you do, no matter what you build, they can sometimes not actually be what you want it to be. And as such, you have to be very, very plain and understand that okay, these things can fail. And how did people like ChatGPT handle this? They understand that okay, this model can fail. How can we try to solve this problem? This thing should load fast. All right. Give me a very short one so that I don't know why it's spitting something long for me at this point. Okay, good. Now, because you understand that their product can fail, you see, do you like this personally? They're just telling you that okay, this thing might not be as you want to, so they have to give you, you have to rate it. Is it good? Is it bad? Or you try again. You understand? So these are just concepts that was put in place to ensure that their product matches users' expectation at any point. And the last thing we are talking about is check for assumptions and bias. Yes, like I said, AI can be biased. Whatever you are bidding, this the waste app that we built can be biased. Sometimes if you read the content, you will see that it might not exactly relate to what you are talking about. So what do? You have to ensure that you have these human capabilities that can always review whatever AI has done. Yes, you have to also check out for AI. Just as you are monitoring a child, that's how you monitor AI to ensure that okay, these guys are not just spitting out, they're not just talking from what they think they know. They are actually being reviewed by human hands. That's how you check for assumptions, you check for bias. Okay, this thing does it relate at all? And yes, that's it. So brief, that's what it is. And yeah, thank you. Thank you. So that's it. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you very, very much for that impactful. And it was really, really nice. Can we have reactions, please? Because that was a lot to cover in just a few minutes. Kudos to Emmanuel. Please, can we have reactions? Yes, thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I think we have a question. Emmanuel,
Uh,
someone said, is it possible to get the slides after the call?
oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. We'll send it
All
to your
right.
email.
All right. We'll be sending out the recording of this session and that of last session in case you missed it to the emails we've gotten from the registrations. So do we have any questions for Emmanuel? Any questions whatsoever before our time goes off? Do we have any questions? We should have questions. That was a lot. It was bulky, but still it was able to manage the time. And also, do we have any questions from anybody? Can just raise your hands and we'll take your questions. Questions. You don't know if you win something from asking a question. Oh, you don't know. We are cheerful givers at Decision Spark Technologies. We are not just the innovator. You know. So do we have any questions? Any questions at all? Okay. I don't think there are questions. So yes, thank you all for joining this session. Thank you very much for joining this session. Thank you for joining the last session. It has been a wonderful time here. It has been wonderful, being able to pass knowledge across as one of our core, trainings and aspects. So we hope